Alrighty, welcome back, race fans. Tonight, the Charlottesville Dental Care Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, run number 13. Well, we stay in Florida, however, a little bit further south from Daytona last week. We are in Miami, the virtual track of Homestead, presented by MaxspeedTV. Of course, I'm slowly getting my voice back together here, folks. Just taking some time. No yelling or anything. But we are here. Glad to have everybody. Brendan Kennedy, Aiden already out there in chat. 8 of you watching and 5 likes early on. So we should be in for quite the show here tonight. Myself, Joshua Medlock, as per the usual. Going to be calling the 134 lap action here tonight. Of course, stage end at the completion lap of 66 when they take 67. Oh, we'll get more on that here in just a little bit. Now, they are going to be dealing with a little bit of a wind issue out there at about 6-7 miles an hour. So they could be dealing with the pushing of the cars maybe into the front end of that car. So wind could be a potential problem. However, it's not going to be as much of a problem as the tires. Air temp of 78, a track temp of 96, 134 laps, 201 miles, total of 4, but 3 behind the wall. Now, it's 80% fuel, so roughly about 40 to 45 laps is what we're thinking. They will have to pit before the stage, at least one stop, so 40 to 45 laps plus or minus a few depending on the exact number. We'll just go with 40 to 45 for now. A pit road here at Homestead is 50 miles an hour. You do not have to use the access road to come down pit road. Out of 4, you can dart down pit road and not use that access. But you're going to have to be careful, too. I've seen a lot of mistakes of drivers not using the access road, and they're around other drivers, and then they come out of 4, and then they just lose it. So we'll keep an eye out on the entrance to pit road here tonight for sure. That is a make it or break it for the drivers, as per the usual as well. Now, 65 miles an hour pace speed here. We'll definitely see that at the stage here tonight. But let's get to the point standings coming into this afternoon, as we are going to see Mark Whitley now making his comeback here. And he is up at the top spot here. He's already got a few wins on the season. He is at 460. However, he's only 5 points behind, or up ahead of Michael Yarrow at 455, 5 behind Mark. Kyle Heath, of course, in third at 394, 66 behind the leader and 61 behind Yarrow. So pretty big gap there between Kyle Heath and Michael Yarrow. Isaiah Sutherland up a spot into fourth at 383, 77 behind the leader and 11 behind Kyle. Gomez, Mark Koshik down 2 spots into fifth at 382. He's also got a win on the season. 78 behind the leader and 1 behind Isaiah. Jason Adams in 6th at 366, 94 behind the leader and 16 behind Gomez there. Hunter Hayward in 7th at 354, 106 behind the leader and 12 behind Adams. We get down here to Brad Delph at 334 in 8th, 126 behind the leader and 20 behind Hayward. Then we come to our first tie of the evening. That is for that top, or that 9th position between John Held and Rusty Modesti. 331, 129 behind the leader and 3 behind Brad Delph. Larry Blair going to be up a spot in 11th. 322, 138 behind the leader and 9 behind Modesti and Held. Come to our second tie of the evening here, coming into tonight between Chris Paff. Hopefully he's able to make it here tonight. I know he's having some storms roll in, and buddy, I know all about those storms. And Brandon Sheets down 2 spots, both of them tied there for that 12th position. 321, 139 behind the leader and 1 behind Blair. Dave Bush in 14th at 319, 141 behind the leader and 2 behind Sheets and Paff. Mike Chamberlain in 15th at 305, 155 behind the leader and 14 behind Bush. Robbie Darnell in 16th at 291, 169 behind the leader and 14 behind Chamberlain. David Cassidy in 17th at 262, 198 behind the leader and 29 behind Darnell. Gary Slapinski up a spot into 18th at 261, 199 behind the leader, and 1 behind Cassidy. Robert Chiswick is going to be up a spot here into 19th at 244, 216 behind the leader, and 17 behind Slapinski. And Kevin Roy is going to move up here into the top 20, up a spot into that 20th spot at 235, 225 behind the leader, and 9 behind Chiswick. So pretty close throughout the field here. The biggest gap, though, like however I said, between Michael Yarrow and Cal Heath is 61. And then that other gap back here between Robbie Darnell and David Cassidy. David, of course, 29 behind Robbie Darnell. Of course, a lot can change between now and the end of the regular season. We still got plenty of races before we get to that. We've got, including tonight, six races left to go. We are winding it down, but however, we still got plenty of races for a lot can change for sure in the upcoming races. Looking forward to see what happens next week. We'll talk more on that race next week here for round number 14. However, they have to get through around 13 here tonight at Homestead. But we're going to go ahead and step away here, folks. Play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight. Qualifying here at Homestead, folks, will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free and the home of the brave?
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway here tonight at Homestead. And right now, it does look like Mark Whitley in the 77 is up at the top spot, taking it away from Michael Yarrow now in second. We've still got drivers out here putting in laps. We've got Jeff Gilmore, Mike Rhino, and Chris did make it here tonight. So good seeing Chris out there. Hopefully, everything's okay for Chris and Storms went through and he can get out here and race it up with these guys. Now, looks like Dave Bush, a non-bonehead, as we're going to call him here tonight. Yes, he lost the bonehead thing, so he's non-bonehead here tonight. But Dave, I got to give Dave a hard time, as I always do. Dave right now in fifth here. Now, Vernon Markham just went up into third here in the 99 machine. Looks like Jared Daniels in sixth. Isaiah Sutherland in a new paint here. Virtual Academy #1. He is out here. He is currently in 8th. Now, looks like Chris is going to go into 15th. We are just waiting for some more drivers to maybe come out. But under a minute and a half. Oh, Mike smacking the wall there in that black 37 machine. I do not have the paint on him. I want some more. However, he's going to cross the stripe here with a 55.988. That is not going to be good. However, I don't think it counted because he hit the wall. Now, Chris Paff is going to go up into 6th here. That is going to knock Dave back to 7th. Coming down to the final minute left here in qualifying. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to beat, man, almost, it was just a little over 0.2 of a second there. Mark Whitley with a 33.581. We might have to check that number 77 here, folks, and see exactly what Mark has under that hood. But the final 30 seconds here, we're going to go ahead and get old Whitley down here. Might as well just make him a room down here, folks. But Mark, got a copy, buddy?
Gotcha.
All righty. Well, man, you're going to grab another pole out here tonight at Homestead, buddy. Well, this time with a 33.581. I don't know how in the world you did it, but that was quick. How does it feel out there, man? How's Homestead here tonight? Now, do you think you have another good shot at another win?
Yeah, Homestead's been a good track for me lately. I've seemed to have a good handle on it. This setup's took me a little bit. It took me a few laps to get it under control. It's a little snug, but honestly, once you get the feel for it, it's a pretty good setup. Should be nice and should be a nice, hopefully uneventful night. Hopefully we can stay up front and lead some laps and come away with another win for the year.
Oh yeah, you're one of the dominating this for this season, man. But hey, we got a lot of racing still yet to go. So you guys are gridding up. I'm gonna go ahead and let's get down to it on the grid here tonight, Mark. Good luck, and congratulations on another pole this season, buddy.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yep, sounds good. All right, well, that is Mark Whitley here, folks. Let's go ahead and give him time to get on the grid. I don't want to mess anything up. Let's go ahead and try it here. The MaxspeedTV starting grid. Mark Whitley grabbing the pole here, 33.581. Again, congratulations to Mark on pole. Michael Yarrow there going to be starting on the outside in second. Vernon Markham third, Jeff Gilmore in fourth, Kyle Heath fifth, Chris Paff in sixth, Dave Bush seventh, Jared Daniels in 8th, Rusty Modesti 9th, and Isaiah Sutherland rounding out our top 10 in qualifying. Robbie Darnell in 11th, John Held in 12th, Larry Blair 13th, Byron Bartlett in 14th, Robert Chiswick 15th, Mike Rhino, of course he's not going to be able to take a qualifying time. He'll be the first one. He will start 16th here tonight. Mike Chamberlain 17th, Adam Lichty in 18th, Kevin Roy 19th, and Jason Adams in 20th. Gomez, Mark Koshik, 21st, John Henderson, 22nd. 22 drivers out here tonight, so a pretty good field out here for Homestead. And I do see you out there, Tara Paff out there in chat. All right, we are rolling off here. All right, it looks like Mark and Michael trying to get some heat built up in these tires just a little bit early, trying to figure out exactly, you know, what they need to do. Mark scrubbing them there. Well, one pace lap here tonight at Homestead. Everybody on the back stretch, it looks like. Yes. Right. I'm glad to see everybody tuning in. Should be a good race, hopefully. Charlottesville Dental Care Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. A big shout out to the Charlottesville Dental Care and, of course, Harpoon Design. To the sponsors here, Charlottesville being the main one, of course. And all right, Pace Truck is in here tonight, folks. So let's go racing here at Homestead. And we're green here tonight. Yeah, still not doing the boogities right now. And what do rest. All right, well, Vernon, he's wasting no time here, folks. He is already going to take that second away from Michael Yarrow. That was quick. And a battle here for that third position. Ooh, 99 up into the wall, 13. That is Kyle Heath to the inside, but Mark Whitley is going to lead the very first lap here tonight. 133 more to go. All right, he got already some action, some big action going on back here around Chris. Got Isaiah, Jared Daniels, Robbie Darnell in the mix here. And you go a little bit further back here too. You got some side-by-side as well between Byron Bartlett and the 9 and the 73 of Larry Blair. Ooh, the 9 up into maybe scraping the wall a little bit. Looks like Mark and John Henderson way back here in the tail end of the field going to do some side-by-side action. Mike Chamberlain and Robert Chiswick as well. And still side-by-side throughout the field in some areas. Michael Yarrow and Vernon Margam, that's a battle for second. And a battle for ninth back here. Chris Paff and the 50 of Jared Daniels. They are still side by side across the stripe. All righty, 130 to go now. 4 laps into the race. Still way early. Mark Whitley, not really pulling away per se. It is about 4/10, 5/10, about a half a second now ahead of Vernon Margam and Michael Yarrow, who, well, was doing some battling there again for second. They got that figured out already. Dave Bush battling here with the 57 of Jeff Gilmore. That would be for fifth. So Dave already up a couple of spots here. And Gilmore is back a few. On Jeff and Dave here, as well, that is Vernon Margam and Michael still go at it. But let's get back here to Dave, Jeff, and Isaiah, because Isaiah's in the mix here too, as well as Rusty Modesti in that 4. Looks like drivers running the way high line, the Larson line, as people like to call it, way up high. Of course, Homestead is known to be like a mid to high line. These guys early on though running the low line, which is fine. Like everybody's, hanging on. We're only 6 laps into the race. Like John and Mark still going at it back here for 20th, 21st place. Hey, they're doing battling too. Right up ahead of him, Kevin Roy here in the 19th. Somebody is way off pace up here. Was that? Oh, the 9 of Byron Bartlett is under fire. The 6 on the outside of Robert Chiswick back here for 16th. All right, let's get up here. Still pretty close between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And might as well add 6th and 7th into it. Everybody's still pretty close together. Mark Whitley, he's 7/10, close to 8/10 of a second ahead of Vernon. But single file, we come up on lap number 10 the next time by. 9 laps already done here. Still a whole lot of racing to go, though, folks. Aiden out there rooting on Isaiah. He's sitting right now in 7th. It's early, so I think right now these guys are just really wanting to wind down these laps. Get to the first pit stop, get to the stage, and then, of course, after the fact, we kind of know what happens then. Everybody's just gung-ho, racing. They'll race it to the end. But so far, so good. I was joking with the guys earlier. I'll go ahead and bring it up. I don't care. I was joking with Dave earlier and the guys out there before we went live here tonight. And I was telling them about no cautions before lap 10. Well, we're actually on a lap 11 here, so if they want to have a caution, we can. I mean, it's up to them, of course. But, of course, they don't want to have a caution. They want to keep going. Still, John Henderson, he's picking them off one by one here. Started 22nd. He's up to 18th right now. So one by one, John is coming up through the field. Slowly, but he's coming. A lot of respect given early on here, and which is a good thing. Oh, very good thing. Oh, got some action. Mike Rhino, Larry Blair. Looks like Jason Adams also in the mix here. Looks like Isaiah is going to get around Gilmore here. Oh, Isaiah, is he having some issues there? Oh, well, we'll keep an eye on him here. Man, he's got that 57 all on his tail. Larry Blair, Jason Adams, they're still going at it back here. That's about 15th, 16th. Mark Gomez, Cossack coming around Byron Bartlett for 19th. Byron back to 20th after starting 14th. But everybody's still P's and Q's. Being very, very respectful. Mark Whitley still only about 6/10 of a second ahead of Vernon, though, so I'd still keep an eye on it. Definitely keep an eye on it. Anything definitely can and will, and if it can happen, it will happen. Well, Dave, under some pressure here from Isaiah. Whoa, that was close. Jeff Gilmore right behind Isaiah. Oh, no. Oh, bumping and banging to 53 in the 1. Oh, Dave Bush and Isaiah. Looks like a little bumper action. And you know what, folks? How about we just do a little bit of almost some 3 wide here? Well, not quite. I think Rusty Modesti here in that 4 is like, we ain't doing this. But you do got to watch the 50 of Jared Daniels. He might think otherwise. He's going to go to the outside Man, these guys back here between Isaiah, Dave, Rusty, and Jared. Man, these guys are going at it right here. And look who's coming into the picture. The 22 of Chris Path is catching up to Rusty and company. Michael Yarrow is going to come around Vernon Margam for that P2. Second spot. Michael back up to where he started. Got some action back here with Mark Koshik, Robert Chiswick, and John Henderson even in the mix. This is 17th, 18th, and 19th. They're coming up on John Adams. We'll definitely keep an eye on the timing screen for ATVO to see if we can see any more. Isaiah looking to the inside now of Jeff Gilmore for 5th. Oh! All right. Byron Bartlett. Oh. What happened to Byron? He did come down pit road here, but to get on a MaxspeedTV replay, I do not believe he actually got into his pit box. Oh, no, he did not. He's coming back down pit road as we are back live. So he wasn't able to get into his pit box. And man, close battle. Got Jason Adams, Larry Blair. This is 15th and 16th. Right behind them, John Henderson and Mark Koshik. Then up here, still got that battle between Isaiah and Jeff Gilmore. And don't look now, but Rusty Modesti and Jared Daniels right behind them doing some side-by-side action. So, still got some side-by-side going on. And it looks like Chris Paff is going to try to make a move here onto Dave Bush right behind those four. So, yep, a whole lot of side-by-side going on right now. Oh. We're still watching it here because these four are really close together. And you get up here too. Now Vernon and Michael kind of doing some crisscross moves here. And as they keep doing that, Mark Whitley just keeps going. 1.3, about 1.2 seconds ahead now of second and third. But right here, now we got 5 drivers under a blanket. Wow. All right, Rusty, Jeff. Looks like Rusty did get around Jeff. I'm sorry, folks. I'm also eating dinner at the same time. So, but as long as we don't have really any wrecks, nothing wrong with it. All right, Byron Bartlett coming back out. Like Vernon Margam and Michael Yarrow still going at it up here for second. And Kyle Heath just sitting back here doing his own thing. Started 5th, he's in 4th. He sees them two battling up there. Really not pushing the issue right now. Chris Paff to the inside of the 50 of Jared Daniels. 57 of Gilmore way up into that wall, or up close to the wall. I wouldn't say got into the wall. All right. Like Gomez, Mark Koshik getting around the 24 of Adams for 14th. But so Mark also slowly working his way up through the field. And the side, whoa, oh man, Vernon. Now back down to the inside of the 98. He's going to take back over second. Now we get back here to Rusty, and whoa, something happened to Rusty there. Oh, Isaiah just flew past him on the outside like he was sitting still. Rusty kind of looked like I had to back off there a little bit. That's going to allow Chris and Jeff and Jared Daniels to kind of close the gap here, as well as Dave Bush. Going to close the gap a little bit. Now, Dave does have Robbie Darnell, who started in 11th. Hey, right here in 11th, right where he started. So he's not up or down. He's right there even. Robbie, right now, early on, doing his thing. It'll be interesting to see when they do come down pit road. Stage at the end of lap 66. 40 to 45 laps roughly. I know tires are definitely going to be like gone at that time. And Mark Whitley, I am not worried about Mark right now, folks. He is 3.1 seconds, 3.2 seconds now ahead of Vernon Markham and Michael Yarrow. I mean, yeah, if Mark does make a mistake, I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to close. Vernon and Michael and them's going to close the gap. But right now, really not worried about Mark. What I would be worried about, though, is lap traffic. Looks like the 12 of Kevin Roy is our last driver on the lead lap right now. Back here in 19th. Just on the back stretch now. And Mark is, look like Mark is going to be coming out of turn number 2 here. Yeah, now he's on the back stretch. So, man, about a half a track there between the two. So Kyle Heath still got that view with the 99 and the 98. Go ahead. Whoa, let's go ahead and ride along here with Kyle and just kind of see what he's looking at. See Kyle, he is now mired in between Vernon and Michael. Kyle did get up to third. Looks like Chris is going to make the pass over Rusty to go into sixth. Oh, looks like Rusty going to peek back to the inside here, down into 3. Out of turn number 4, side by side between Chris Paff and Rusty Badesti. Down into 1. Rusty got a little bit of a run there. However, Chris, man, fighting on that outside. They stay side by side. Guess who's going to get up to him? Now, that's Robert Chiswick back here behind him. He is, however, 2 laps down already. 12 of you out there tuning in. 6 likes here tonight. 34. Hey, guess what, folks? Next time by, we'll be at the official 100 mark to go. A good, solid green flag run here from the start of the race. John Hell started in 12th. He is up to 10th. Just got around Gilmore here. Whoops, Gilmore, if I can get on him. Oh, we do got pit stops. Like Dave Bush down pit road, as well as Michael Yarrow down pit road. So pit stops are happening at about lap 35. All right. See anybody else coming down as of yet? That probably will change. Mike Rhino and Jason Adams back here for 14th. Right now, I do not see anybody else take a shot down pit road. Huh. Right. Interesting. We're on John. Just inside of the top 10 here in 9th. John having a decent run here early. All right. Yeah. Nobody else down pit road yet. Stretching it out as long as they can. Our fall off is close to about a second. After 39 laps. It's not too shabby. It's not too bad. I mean, it's bad enough, but... Alright, Larry Blair, Mike Rhino, Mike Chamberlain. Oh, it looks like Chamberlain gonna be coming down pit road here. He's had enough. Oh, well, I seen Mark Whitley speed drop. I thought he might be shooting down pit road, but I was wrong. I'm not always right. But my Chamberlain did, so, man, lap 41. Now, they are within that window, 40 to 45 laps, so I would expect some more drivers to come down here momentarily. But right now, everything good to go. Everybody racing it up pretty cleanly, giving everybody some room. Good racing so far. Green flag pit stops still kind of sort of underway. Still have a lot that have not pitted all the way back to, well, the top 16. now just separated by a little bit. All right, well, Chris Paff to the inside of the one of Isaiah Sutherland. That will be for 4th. Not going to be able to do it. As we see the 6 of Robert Chiswick to the inside of the 22 of Paff. Not for position. However, still inside. Man. Mark Whitley in the 77 Harpoon Design Machine. 7.5 seconds. Wow. Well, looks like the other Mark Gomez, Mark Koshik, down pit road. He's had enough. Driver's a little bit back in the field, kind of coming down. If anybody, ooh, all right, Mike Rhino down pit road. Right. We do have some more coming down. What is that? Oh, that was Chiswick, I believe. Rhino's down. If anybody else, I don't see anybody. Man, oh man, well. 134. I had it at 40 to 45. Mark Son, he just took 46. So, and it looks like maybe 47. That's going to be 47 for Mark. He has got an outstanding lead, though, over Kyle Heath. Got 8.5 seconds. Jeez. Mark just driving the wheels off of it. He ain't looking back. All right, Kevin Roy down pit road, as well as Vernon Margam. All right. So now some of our leaders are starting to come in a little bit at a time. We'll see here. Doesn't look like Mark or Kyle. Isaiah, nope. Isaiah's not coming down. Paff, Rusty, that's our top 5. Oh, Rusty is coming down. So Rusty Modesti is down. As well as the 50, I believe that is, of Jared Daniels. Yes, down pit road. Larry Blair, Jeff Gilmore is down. All right, and this time by Mark Whitley is coming down. Jason Adams is also down. I would expect, yeah, Kyle Heath is coming down here. That's our P2. Isaiah, P3, is down pit road. Oh, Isaiah, he did not. What happened to Isaiah? Now, Chris Paff and Robbie Darnell did come down. Oh. Well, Isaiah did not get that lap led. However, I do want to go back and take a look. Was he coming in too hot? Did he get hit? No. Oh, it looked like he was coming in and a little bit too hot and just missed it. That is what happened. Ouch. And yeah, he's going to cross the stripe. He is going to come down this time, but man, that is going to leave. Man, that's going to open the door up for sure. As John Henderson, 51 laps. He does lead that lap. Steals it away from Isaiah. Isaiah pulls it down into his pit box here. Ow, mistakes on pit road. As we see John coming down. Well, it's not going to be a complete lap sweep for Mark Whitley. However, we don't even know if he is going to even win the race. It's still, I mean, we're 52 of 134. As John is coming back out here. Isaiah's back out on track. Everybody has pitted. However, Mark, he's put on a show here. He's led pretty much all the laps, but one, but one. John Henderson. He's the only other driver that's led a lap. Mark Whitley, 52, 53. We're on lap 54, so... All right, edging. Oh, Byron Bartlett. He took his car behind the wall. Looks like Robbie Darnell coming around the 72 of John Hill. That is for 9th. We are coming up on the stage. About 11 laps. Mark Whitley, Michael Yarrow. That's P1 and P2, right where they started. Kyle Heath started in 5th, P3. Vernon Morgan, P3 into 4th. Jared Daniels started in P8. He will round out our 5th spot here after pit stops. Dave Bush, P7, P6. Started P7, P6 right now. Chris Paff, P6, P7. These two just swap-swapped. Or are swap-swapping. Robbie Darnell started in P11. He's in 8th. Rusty Modesti started P9. He's right now in 9th. And John Held started P12. He is just the last car in the top 10 here in 10th. Like Paff and Bush was going at it for a second. Paff P6. Aiden out there still rooting on Isaiah. Isaiah is on the lead lap, Aiden. So back here in 11th. He started P10. After that I'll just say it, after that boneheaded mistake at their pit road. I don't know what happened exactly. I don't know. It didn't look like to me he got hit. However, he was way in too hot. He was over 100 miles an hour and just had to stay out. There was no way he could have got it down there without speeding. He is on the lead lap. He's just back here in P10 right now. Okay, so as he comes around Rusty Modesti here. Now that is going to help out Isaiah. He is about 1 lap fresher on Robbie, who's ahead of him. About 16 lap difference between him and Dave Bush. So Isaiah does have the fresher tires of the bunch out here by either 1 lap or 2, or by 16. Just how hard is Isaiah gonna have to push it though to get back up there? And man, it's gonna be tough. We are on lap 60 here tonight, lap 61 next time by. Hard to work. All right, lap 62. Battling with Robbie Darnell, Vernon Martin. Got about a couple of cars back here. Robbie, Vernon, Dave. All right here. Isaiah a little bit further back at about 1.9 seconds. In the, of course, Virtual Academy #1. Said he had a new paint, so... Oh, just watching Mark here, folks. He will be taking lap 64 this time by, and lap 60, he's led 62 laps. All right, lap 65. White flag for the stage will fly next time by. Isaiah now battling Vernon Margam for P7. Top 5 do receive stage points. Isaiah does get around Vernon Margam. And, of course, white flag in the air. Next time by, that will end the stage. And Mark Whitley, man. He is on rails here tonight. He figured something out way early, and he just dominated. And he comes around 4, crosses the stripe. Mark Whitley, Michael Yarrow. That's P1 and P2. Looks like Kyle Heath P3. Chris Paff P4. and Robbie Darnell, P5. But our winner, Mark Whitley, for the stage. Jeez. See, what does that put him at? 65 laps. As of right now, this will be 66, right? Yeah. Man. We'll get him up here for his stage interview here after he pits, which I am assuming he will. Oh, yeah. Down pit road, him, Michael, Kyle, yep, everybody. Does look like coming down pit. Whoa! Not sure what Mike Rhino was trying to do there. However, he got down. But our winner for the stage, Mark Whitley. We'll get him up here in just a second. All right. And he is going to be, it looks like, the first one off of pit road. Well, let's get him back down here. Whitley, got another copy there, buddy?
Gotcha.
Well, you done figured something out there. I don't know, but, man, you dominated the first half of the race here tonight. But we got the other half to go. So do you think you've already got it figured out? You know what needs to be done?
Yeah, this setup that Larry made, it's pretty damn good on the long run. We got something figured out. It seemed like I was starting to take it easy, and I decided to run a little bit different line, and it picked up a little bit of time toward the end of the run. I mean, we were 60 laps in, and I was still running the same lap times I was 15 laps in on the run. So the setup's really good on the long run. If we can get another long green flag run, I think we should be in a good situation here.
You guys are going to have to pit again, though, right? You guys cannot make it.
Yeah, going to need at least pit one more time at least.
At least one more. All righty, Mark. Well, good luck down there, man. Again, congratulations on another stage win. And, hey, we'll see what happens here coming down to the end of the race.
Sounds good.
Good luck, bud. All right. Well, that is Whitley. And it looks like Kyle Heath. Sorry about that, folks. Something popped up on my screen there. Anyway, Kyle Heath is actually going to be getting us going here. It does look like he did come down, however. It looks like he might have only taken fuel. Nonetheless, all right. All right, so Kyle Heath, Mark Whitley, Isaiah Sutherland, Michael Yarrow, Vernon Margam, Chris Paff, Robbie Darnell, Dave Bush, Mike Rhino, Rusty Modesti, That is our top 10. Coming to lap 72 here, folks. Winding it down. Still having a few more laps left to go. And the pace truck is off and away, and Kyle waiting. And the green is back out. The last half of the race is underway here tonight. The Charlottesville Dental Care Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, round number 13 here at Homestead. Presented by MaxspeedTV as everybody comes screaming on the backstretch. Alrighty, folks. Well, before it gets too crazy out here on track, everybody should know what time it is here tonight. Let's bring the noise here and crank it up on MaxspeedTV. All right, hopefully everybody enjoyed the crank it up there. Lap 75 here. Lap 76 here at the stripe. Kyle Heath still running up front, followed by Mark Whitley in the 77, who is trying to get back up there. Michael Yarrow there in third. Isaiah back to fourth. Chris Paff here in fifth. Got some battling back here. Robbie Darnell and Gomez doing some, Robbie, ooh, Gomez. Mark Koshik up there close to the wall. Like they got it figured out right here finally. Back to single file. Like the four of Rusty Modesti's got some company coming with Dave Bush, if Dave can get back up there. And Mark did take back over the lead from Kyle Heath. So Mark is back up front. Right now, Isaiah back here into fourth. Trying to get up to Yarrow and Heath here as they battle for second. And the 13 shoots it way down. Got loose, it looked like. And that opened the door up for Isaiah to take back that third spot. Robert Chiswick on pit road here. Okay. Isaiah back to third. Chris under fire by Kyle. Vernon Margam and Mike Rhino in the picture here. I wouldn't count out Mike Rhino to do something. "64 laps still yet to go. Still have a bit." Mark's starting to pull away a little bit further. Got to get back here to Path, though, because there's Vernon behind him, and then you've got Kyle and Rhino back here, too. So these four are kind of under a blanket right now. John not too far back either, nor is Gomez. So these drivers, I mean, they can make it. Oh, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about a 7-car pack. Maybe 8, 9 cars if Robbie and Dave get up there. Throw Rusty in the mix here too. Everybody pretty close together. A lot of give and take in the first half of the race. A lot of take going on right now. Not a whole lot of giving. Still some giving, but not a whole lot. See Mike and Kyle here. Back here, 6th and 7th. Like Robbie Darnell and Dave Bush. Looks like Robbie's going to take that spot away from Dave. Inside of the top 10 for the Hillsboro 44. Jared Daniels took his car behind the wall. Down to 19 drivers on the track. Out of the 19, 16 of those are on the lead lap. John Held, Mike Rhino, Kyle Heath. We'll have this, some action here. Oh, 72-37. Whoa. And they're bumping and banging between them two. Very close together. Keep an eye on it. All right, a lot of room given out of 4 there. We'll still keep an eye on that. Isaiah, I think, blinked out a minute. However, he's back. He's back on track here. Blinked out, and I thought for a second he lost connection, but he did not. Thank God. So Isaiah back up to 3rd, Vernon 4th, and Path in 5th. Oh, man, Mike Rhino and John Hell back here. Then Dave Bush, Robbie Darnell, they were going at it there for a split second. Evan Roy and John Henderson was going at it, 15th and 16th. But like Isaiah way high there, Vernon's going to get around. Here comes Chris looking to the inside out of 2. That would be for P4. Still a whole lot of racing going on. Art, 1.2 seconds now ahead of Yarrow. Looks like Gilmore has taken his car behind the wall. Oh, Isaiah blinking some more there. We just seen that. Chris right up ahead of him. That's one of the few battles that's going on. Held and Kyle Heath. Like Mark right behind Mike Rhino. Dave Bush and Robbie still going at it. An eye on this battle here. Alright, looks like they are finally going to go single file for a minute. All right, another shout out to Charlottesville Dental Care coming on board, sponsoring the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Big shout out there to Brantley Roden from Harpoon Designs. We've got some Harpoon action. The Harpoon 100 coming up here pretty quickly. One more race in that, and that will be at Richmond, June the 16th. That will be the last race of that Harpoon 100. Taking a look at it here. We had that stage caution, which really don't count as a caution. Just stacks the field back up, really. And, of course, the stage top 5 get those bonus points. 5 to the winner, all the way back to 5th. That will receive 1. So, a total of 4 laps and 44 laps to go. With 4 lead changes here. That is all we have had. As that one still continues to do a little blinky. Need to get back on Isaiah here. He's under fire by Kyle Heath. All right, well, I'm going to stay right here since ATVO wants to be a jerk again tonight. I'm going to stay right here and watch the battle between Isaiah, Kyle, and the 72 of Held. I'm going to go ahead and reset ATVO here as I am still here. I do see the 72 on the inside of that 13. Everybody should be seeing it as well. All right, got it all back up here. Not worried about Mark, Michael, Vernon right now. Well, a little worried, a little concerned about Vernon. He does have Chris right on his tail. John, Isaiah, and Kyle, as well as Rhino, all right here together. And Mark Koshik as well. Oh, Gomez, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 cars right here still yet together. Still got to continue to watch. Anything can happen. Kyle is going to make that move around Isaiah as Kyle goes back into 6th. John, however, top 5 right now for him. Kyle pushing way up to the high side. That hurt him a little bit. All right. Rusty Modesti. Like Rusty is coming down pit road here. That will be his final pit stop. Right now, I do not see anybody else that came down with him. Ooh, Chris got a little loose. Mike Chamberlain, Dave Bush. Mike gonna make the pass here. Put Mike in 11th from 17th. '72 of Held and Heath. Heath way up top. Isaiah now. The outside of the 72 of John. Oh, John's coming down pit road. Okay. All right. So this will be John's last time down pit road. And I also believe they'll be also good to go just in case we do so happen to get a green-white checkered attempt. I don't foresee it. The way these guys are racing here tonight, I do not foresee them having an actual caution here. As we see Gomez, Markoshik come down. These guys really took to the track here tonight. A big pat on the back by everybody out here. Kind of knew the separation was going to happen. However, I thought it was going to be a lot bigger than what it actually was. A lot of drivers still, you know, neck and neck. I thought everybody was going to be separated, you know, by, you know, seconds, but I was totally wrong. Mike Chamberlain down. That'll be his final stop. There, I didn't know. Oh, Chris said something in Discord about might not being able to make it here. Well, I mentioned it earlier. About some storms rolling in. I hope everybody's A-okay back y'all's way. See, he's having a pretty good run here, so looks like y'all did not lose electric, which is fantastic. Dave Bush, Larry Blair, back here 9th and 10th. 104 of 134. Boy, we got a big group coming down now. Vernon, Chris, Kyle, Mike, Larry, Kevin, Roy down pit road. Okay, so that was a pretty good sized group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers all come down at once. And Mark Whitley, he's going to be like, all right, well, y'all going to come down. I'm going to stay out. I'm going to put you guys a lap down here. So right now, 6 drivers on the lead lap. That's all we got. However, it'll cycle back through once everybody comes down. I do yeah. I'm glad everybody's okay. I know all about those storms. Especially a high wind storms. Ooh, Michael Yalro. Hey, buddy, there's a wall there. Hey, Isaiah is now down pit road. Now this is going to be interesting here. Okay, Henderson has not yet to come down. So right now, top 5. Still waiting on the rest of the drivers to come down. I do not think Mark is going to be able to make it. All right. Mark coming down? No. Isaiah is going to be coming back out here, though. However, Dave Bush down pit road. That is good. Oh, very close there between the 73 and the 77. Ooh, man. Larry Blair and Mark Whitley. Man, that was close. Ooh. They're both had to change some drawers there. Winds are crazy. No power outages. That is a good thing. Yeah, deal with the winds all day long. As long as there's no power outages, that's not what we want. Dave Bush back out here. He'll be coming back out on track here in just a few seconds. I'm not exactly sure where y'all's from. I live in Arkansas, so, you know, just kind of just imagine what, you know, we go through down here. It's been, I mean, it's been relatively active storm-wise here. Robbie Darnell down pit road, but it's been fairly quiet now, too, so we're under some green flag pit stops here, folks, so everybody kind of spread out. As we see Mark Whitley, our leader, is finally coming down pit road. Michael Yarrow says, I'm not coming. I am going to lead a lap. And he did just that here, folks. Michael Yarrow finally got a lap led. It only took 110 laps to do it, but he finally got that lap led here this evening. Now, Mark Whitley, like I said, is in his pit box here. John Henderson will be, aside from Yarrow, will be the only two that have yet to come down. Aiden, Uncle Kyle, and Isaiah. Ah, okay. Oh, Chamberlain. Mike Chamberlain. That would be the number 70. Took his car behind the wall. Oh, man. All right, Yarrow still out here. The 77 just got his lap back, so he is back on the lead lap. And I have a feeling Yarrow and Henderson, they're banking on a caution right now. They want a caution. I don't know. Who's not wanting the caution is probably Mark Whitley. 99 laps he has led. Ugh. Daughter's dance recital was tonight. Glad to see my teammate Path running near the front. Brandon Sheets out there. I know that name. Path right now running in 7th. He's 1 lap down, but we're waiting for the rest. We're waiting for 2 drivers to pit, and then everything, of course, will recycle. That's kind of what we're waiting on. Brentley Roden from Harpoon Design out in chat. Brantley, I need to get with you at some point. Whenever you have time. No rush. All right, lap 114 here for Michael Yarrow. Guess what, folks? Next time by, 20 to go. I've had a few cough drops. Got my coffee. Ate my dinner. Feeling pretty good right now. Everybody out in chat's probably, how'd you eat and broadcast at the same time? Very carefully. All right, 20 to go here, folks. 20 to go. I just don't think Michael. I don't think Michael has enough fuel to go the distance. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's got enough fuel. And even if he does have enough fuel, what about the tires? I mean, how's the tires gonna feel? I mean, they're 20%, 30%, maybe 10%. I have no idea. 3 drivers, though, on the lead lap. Dalro, Henderson, and Mark Whitley. That's it. That's all we've got right now on the lead lap. Vernon Margam, 1 lap down. First driver a lap down, actually. John Hill, Kyle Heath, Chris Paff, Mark Coshet, Isaiah Sutherland, and Mike Rhino. That is, of course, our top 10 as well, folks. Now, here in about 5.5 seconds, Mark can get up to him. He'll catch John Henderson. Oh, man. 12 watching and 7 likes. Can we get at least 10 likes out here tonight, folks? Man, these guys, for what they've gone through here tonight in such a great, awesome race, we need to get 100 likes out here for these guys. All right, Yarrow is coming down. He did not have enough. I didn't think he had enough fuel. So John Henderson, he's coming out of 2 now. We'll see what John does. John has led a lap. Michael Yarrow did lead 9 here at the stripe. I believe John, though. Oh, John, he's going to stay out here. Okay. So he's going to take, it's 17 to go, so it'll be 16 to go next time by. Led a lap. Man, he does have Mark, though. 3.5 seconds behind him. We'll exactly, we'll see here. It looks like Yarrow is coming back out on track. John Henderson still staying out. 2 laps now under his belt. 16 to go. Look, we've got some battling back here around John Held, Kyle Heath. Kyle looks like got around the 72. Another 70, that is Mike Chamberlain. He's 8 laps down. He is behind the 72. But not a battle if Mike does get up there with the 72. It wouldn't be a battle for position. It would just be a battle for position on track, basically. God, no, still trekking it. 14 to go here at the stripe and about a second back. Well, do I have to even say his name? The guy who has been really dominant here tonight, Mark Whitley. I mean, yeah, mistakes can happen, for sure. We know that. Mark knows it. But is Mark really going to make a mistake this late into the race? I doubt it. He is coming up on John pretty quickly, though. That will be for the lead. As John does go high, Mark, just those fresher tires, just comes around him like he's sitting still. John's not going to fight him. So Mark back up front. John back to second. Vernon Margam, 7.5 seconds, roughly, behind John Henderson. So everything did recycle back through. That's really about it. Michael Yarrow, Chris Paff. Two battling here for P6. They right here because the 72 of Held's also right here, and John Henderson did come down pit road. So let's get back here. Oh man, let's see here. 72 of Held, the 98 of Yarrow, 22 of Path. Of course, the 70's right here with them too, but like I said, he's several laps down, so not really. I mean, yeah, he is a factor for sure, but I know the 70, if he feels somebody's coming behind him that is faster than him, he'll let them by us. We do see the 1 right there. That is Isaiah Sutherland. He is on the lead lap here in 7th. He is pushing his way up to that 70. We'll see if he can get up to him. But Mark Whitley, 10 to go, 9 next time by. Mark, Vernon, Kyle, Yarrow, Held, and Held is right there with Chris. Oh, golly. We got a good little battle right. Ooh. Oh, John, hang on to it. Wow. Seen that a couple of times here. John got a little squirrely there. Good save, Held. All right, Path up to 5th. Right. I don't know. I think right now it's in Mark's hands. 9 to go to be 8 to go here at the stripe. I just don't think anybody's going to be able to catch him. Really don't. No. Vernon's still losing time on him. Mark's got those fresher tires. Yarrow is about 9 laps on his tires now. He does cut into the gap there between him and Kyle. You just can't seem to get up there. We'll see if he is able to finish it off. 3rd place, of course, will be our final podium finish. Like Dave Bush, Rusty Modesti going at it back here. That'd be for P11. Robbie Darnell, Mike Rhino, that would be for P9. Not really worried about Whitley. 9-second gap, and it just continues to climb. All right, Yarrow and Heath. Yarrow to P3. All right, 14 watching, 1 shy from 10 likes here. Thank you all for the support. Thank you in there for tuning in. Thank you all for understanding about, my voice and everything. Thanks to all the sponsors, Charlottesville, Harpoon, and just some of the drivers out here that, have pitched in, sponsored a few races. Of course, this league wouldn't be able to do it without, all the fans out there, the sponsors, and the drivers. 4 to go. 3 to go here for Mark. Now, right now we don't want to caution. We get that dreadful yellow, and then of course we'll be setting up for a green-white checkered attempt. Just for everybody that doesn't know, that is new to iRacing or the way green-white checkered attempts work, is what'll happen is they'll take the green and they'll have to go around the track to take the white flag. If a caution comes out before the white flag, well, in this league, they'll rack them up, stack them up, and do it all over again for 3 attempts. White flag comes out, they wreck, they race it back to the line. And that's the way it works. But I don't foresee that happening. Mark Whitley, 10.5 seconds ahead of Vernon Markham. Vernon under fire, though, by Michael Yarrow. Mark Whitley out of turn number 4 here, folks. He will take the white flag. We will be 1 to go here tonight. Two more turns for Mark Whitley. Out of 4, his 6th win on the season. Mark Whitley wins it here tonight. Mark Whitley, Vernon Markham, that'll be P2. P3, Michael Yarrow, that is our podium. However, congratulations to Kyle Heath, P4, and Chris Paff, P5 here. As Mark Whitley, of course, is going to burn it up there on the front stretch here tonight. Hang tight. We'll get these top 3 up here real quick, folks. So give me just a few minutes. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our winner and our 2nd place here tonight. Let's just go ahead and dive down into it here. Mark Whitley, buddy, man, I don't know. I'm just going to have to make the Mark Whitley room, I guess, down here in the broadcast booth and just leave you in there, for just-in-case scenarios. Man, another win on the season here. Man, class of the field, you dominated again here tonight. You got it figured out. We talked about it earlier. I don't even know what to say, man. We'll hear from you. Green flag pit stops all night long. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I haven't had a race like one of this in a while where it went green the whole way, so it definitely added a little bit different. Had that midway stage caution. Like I said earlier, it's just we had it figured out on the long run, and we're able to kind of just pull away slightly on the short run, and then on the long run, we just seem to have them covered. Big shout out to Larry for this awesome setup he's been doing for the league on all these tracks we have don't have setups for. This one was definitely a good one. I normally struggle on the long run, but maybe I need to get him to do my setups all the time, because this thing was just on rails. It felt like almost like a cheat code, the way the car just seemed like it hugged the bottom all race, kind of reminiscent of that old T-Rex car Gordon ran in the All-Star race, back in '97. But just a good race all in all. Just able to hit my mark, stay out of trouble, and didn't hit the wall any. Just kind of kept it clean.
Well, I know there was almost a mistake down there. I mean, I say almost, but you guys got pretty close. I believe it was between you and Larry, I do believe. Got pretty close there for a moment. Was you nervous about it, or?
Yeah, we got a little closer than I thought we would. It was just, I think he was coming off pit road, and I was just trying to more or less clear him, and I think it was just kind of it just kind of worked out. It was good. I trust Larry. He's a good driver, so I know, won't thinking, he's trying to do anything malicious. It was just bad timing of him coming out the pits like that. It wasn't nobody's fault. It was just, one of those deals in racing, just every now and then, just you have a close call, but it worked out, and nothing too bad. We're able to keep going, kept the fenders on it, and just kept rolling.
Oh yeah, and you did just that. Yeah, I was close, but nothing happened. So that's all that matters. Of course, Homestead, a lot different track than most. It races different every time. So let's say we raced Homestead next week, which we don't, but let's say we did. It would race totally different from tonight. It's different.
It's different. It seems like every time you come here, like you said, it's different. So, seems like lately though, it's a little bit less different. It used to be every time you came here, it was a completely different track, pretty much. But here lately, it seems that they've kind of kept it, pretty much not the same, but pretty similar all around. So I've had pretty good luck here lately. So hopefully they don't change the track too much here, because I think we got it figured out pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, Homestead's done. We go to round 13. No, round 14 next week. New Hampshire, buddy. So a little bit of a short track race. That's what I'm gonna say, even though they've got it down here as a speedway. How do you feel about New Hampshire?
New Hampshire's been pretty good, especially here in this league. It seems like we've had a pretty good handle on the track. Next gen cars, I'm not sure how the setup's going to be, if we're going with the stock or if Larry's going to make another one. You never know. These things, they have a lot bigger brakes, but it feels like they they don't get slowed down as much. They getting in the corners is not their strong suit. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting race. Doubt we'll go caution free like we did on this one, just based on probabilities, but hopefully have some good long green flag runs, and should be some fun battling up front for the lead, I would think.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lap traffic could play a factor into that one. I thought it was going to play a factor here tonight, but I mean it really didn't per se. And you guys well, I would say you guys, but you were gone, so there were a few battles out there where I thought, everybody was going to get spread out. That really didn't happen here tonight. I mean, we had 4 or 5 drivers pretty close together most of the night.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. Usually here at Homestead, it's I don't say a caution fest, but it's usually indicative of some cautions, and it's kind of surprised. Everybody was out there running hard. I think honestly, it's a testament to the setup, to be honest with you, just because it wasn't on the edge of control. I mean, it was a little snug, but if you figured it out, I mean, it hooked up pretty good, and you won't have to worry about trying to catch it in a slide, and that's what makes for good racing a lot of times, and it helps to keep the green flag rolling.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, Mark, awesome win. Believe this is your 6th win of the season. So if I did my counting correctly, 5. Yeah, your 6th win on the season. So congratulations on that. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for New Hampshire?
Yes, sir. First, big shout out, Harpoon Design Brantley, putting all my wonderful paint schemes on the on my car for me to race. He does awesome work. Check him out. Harpoondesign.com. He can hook you up with your own brand new custom one. He's got a little form you can fill out and fill it out, and he can hook you up with it. Or if you just want to run some other ones he's done on Trade and Paint, he's got real life recreations, custom ones, and fantasy paint schemes all on Trade and Paint. Check him out up there. Then my other sponsor, Shop Angry Duck. They're your one-stop shop for all your custom racewear, apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, pretty much anything you can imagine. They got something they can make it. If you want it something made, they can make it for you with no order limit. So if you just want to have something made, they can make one of them for you and just send it on to you. So check them out at shopangryduck.com. Then a big shout out to the league. That was a hell of a good race, like front to back. I mean, no cautions. That's hard to say here, especially at Homestead with as many cars as we had. I mean, over 20 cars at Homestead. The only caution we had was a stage rig. That's a hell of a job by every driver in the field. Everybody should be patting themselves on the back for that, because that's a major accomplishment.
Are you listening to my broadcast? Because I said the exact same thing.
I really wasn't. No, that's actually pretty funny though. I was just sitting there thinking about, I've been in so many Homestead races where it's just a shit show. Pardon my language, but tonight was a pretty good race. And then shout out to my family, my wonderful bride that just got married a couple weeks ago. So she's in there in the living room, probably just kind of rolling her eyes at me right now. But thankful for her being supportive, and my parents and grandparents, everybody tuning in at home, watching me race when they can. It's always great to have a good support group behind you.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this is gonna bug me. This is bugging me because you need to win it by another 1/1000th of a second, because you won it by 11.999. By the way,
I'm not sure anybody else in the league would agree that I needed to win it by more than that, but we'll go with that.
All right.
I'm pretty sure probably public enemy number one here would have got a big ass target on my back probably at this point in the season, but we'll just keep rolling and see if we can't get some more victories before the end of the year.
That just keeps getting bigger and bigger, Mark. We'll go celebrate another victory here tonight. We'll see you next week, bud.
No problem. Appreciate it.
You too, man. All righty, that is Mark Whitley, our winner here tonight. However, we're not going to keep him waiting. We got to get down here to Vernon. I had the pleasure of talking with him before the race here tonight. And, well, Vernon, I don't know if you expected it to go green here other than the stage, but, man, I got to say, what an awesome race out here tonight. A big pat on the back to you and all the other drivers out there, Vernon. Awesome job. What was your thoughts out there, man? Green flag pit stops, a lot of battling. You were in a few. Talk about it.
What was Yarrow under, man? He had a jet underneath his car. He just waited a little bit too long, and this GTR Simulator Chevrolet was able to pass him. But Mark Whitley, man, what a job he did. I got to give him a lot of credit for that. But I really got to say a big thanks to GTR Simulator for sponsoring me this year. Guys, if you're needing a new sim rig, go check them out. Even with wheels and pedals available with the new RS30 setup with the dual paddle shifters. It's a pretty awesome deal that they're offering with the GTR Pro Model Sim Rig. Phone number, if you ever want to get in contact them, they're down in California, 888-9GTR-SIM. That's GTRsimulator.com, so don't forget that. But my teammates, Can-Am, they helped me through the practice session there. We were struggling all the way through practice until probably about 5 minutes left to go, and then we hit on something. And then right after that, start of the race, I was able to follow Yarrow a little bit and get his line. We had some good passing and good racing at the beginning of the race for second place, but Yarrow just pulled away and just had a bad strategy at the end, and we took advantage of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and you had to do what you had to do to get that spot. I mean, it looked like it was up and down for several drivers out there here tonight, passing-wise, not necessarily damage-wise, because I don't think really anybody out there had any major damage, if any at all. So it was mainly, I guess, trying to just figure out a way to, when you got up to somebody, how to get around them.
Yeah, I think the only person, there was two people out here that were able to do that, and that was Yarrow for one. But Jared Daniels from Can-Am, that dude went through the pack and just was whooping on everybody until that green flag pit stop or yellow flag that we had for the midway point. He stepped on the gas a little bit too hard, turned it left right into the pit wall, and they put him out, and that kind of sucks for him because I think he would have been in the top 3, and that would have pushed me out. But Mark Whitley, he took advantage of the situation, won himself a race. Got to give him credit.
Won himself a race. He's already won 6. What you talking about?
Yeah, he had a good race tonight, though. Stayed out of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
But Yarrow, man, I don't know what he had for a motor tonight because he was cooking, man. He was gone.
Oh, yeah. And, there was a lot of drivers that, here tonight, started maybe mid-pack, maybe toward the back. And they just, one car at a time, and just worked themselves up, basically letting the track come to them and not fighting the car too much. I did see a few drivers out of turn 2 and a couple out of 4 get a little loose. Was you feeling the same thing?
Yeah, if you were getting on the gas a little bit too much too early, you're going to either push, and if you got on it too late, you're going to get loose. And so you had to time it just right. And sometimes it just happens to any one of us. We were all getting loose off the corner or getting too tight, hitting the wall, brushing the wall or something like that. But I think the guys that stayed off the wall the longest was able to finish in the top 5.
Yeah, it was an awesome race, man. A big old hug to you and everybody out there. That was an awesome race. Awesome finish. Well, Homestead, totally different from the track we're going to next week. New Hampshire, man. How do you feel about New Hampshire? Do you have something for Mark Whitley? And I'm saying, and the rest of the guys, but mainly Mark. Because that dude, I mean, he's got one of the biggest targets on his back this season that I think I've ever seen.
Well, coming from a high bank oval like this one right here, we're going to be going to a somewhat of a short track, flat track. It's going to be all about braking, getting off the corner, shifting, because you're going to see a lot of guys shifting at that track. We're going to be shifting it down to 4th, high gear after that. It's all about braking and hitting your shift points right. If not, you'll be at the back of the pack.
All right. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, all righty, buddy. Well, awesome job, P2, here tonight, man. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks again. Before you go celebrate and get ready for next week.
Yeah, always Can-Am. My teammates over there, they're big help to me. And then, again, GTR Simulator. Guys, if you're needing a new sim rig, please go check them out today. That phone number is 888-9GTR-SIM. If you have any questions on their sim rigs, or if you're ready to buy something, just log on to gtrsimulator.com. And if you end up talking to them, tell them I sent you.
All righty. Well, that is Vernon Markham here tonight, P2. Vernon, go celebrate, P2, and we'll see you next week, buddy.
10-4. Thank you.
All right. Well, that is Vernon Markham here. Of course, Michael Yarrow finishing P3 here tonight. So a big shout out to Michael Yarrow here on that final podium spot. Unfortunately, we cannot talk to him. But that is going to bring us down here to the, I would say official, but I don't think they are official yet. I know they've got to do the points for like the stages and stuff. But it shouldn't be too hard, seeing as we did go green pretty much the whole race, other than that stage caution. So that brings us down here to Mark Whitley grabbing another win here this season for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. So again, congratulations to Mark. Vernon Markham there in that second spot. Michael Yarrow third, Cal Heath fourth. Chris Path, he'll round out the top 5 and 5th. Isaiah Sutherland in 6th. John Held 7th. Robbie Darnell in 8th, Mark Koshik 9th, and Mike Reno going to round out our top 10. Rusty Modesti in 11th, Dave Bush in 12th, Kevin Roy 13th, John Henderson 14th, Jason Adams, I almost said John Adams, Jason in 15th, Larry Blair 16th, Robert Chaswick 17th, Mike Chamberlain in 18th, Jeff Gilmore 19th, and Jared Daniels in 20th. Byron Bartlett took his car behind the wall pretty early here tonight. He'll finish us out in 21st. Adam Lichty did not start the race. Again, congratulations goes to Mark Whitley here tonight on winning here at Homestead. Of course, next week here, 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central. We're going to be at New Hampshire for 200 laps, 200 miles. You don't want to miss it. with myself, Joshua Medlock. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.